Hey, Pitmick here from Coinops. I'm just going to show you a video on how to add a Steam game from your own Steam collection that you've paid for into the latest Coinops build, which is Forgotten Worlds Arise. Currently it's in a micro build, but I think there's going to be a bigger version of it coming. But this is a way for you to add your retro PC games via Steam to Coinops, Forgotten Worlds Arise. So here we go. So you must, first of all, you must ensure that Steam is running in the background before you load Coinops. So in order to make sure that's the case, you go into your Steam account, click on Steam in the top left, click on Settings, go to Interface, go down to where it says Run Steam when my computer starts, make sure that's enabled, so it should have a blue bit and then the white bit to the right, and then you set up, it will start when you boot your PC. I'm just come out of that now, it'll minimise in the background there. And there it is. Right. So, what we're going to do first, before I do anything else, I just want to show you, these folders are open for a reason, and it's just to show you there are no assets in this build of Coinops Arise, Forgotten Worlds Arise. I'm not using Micro, though I'm using a different build, but it is Arise, and you can see there are no assets named Windjammers 2, because that's what I'm going to add to it. I've installed the game via Steam. It's not a very big game, and it gives a shortcut there. So what I'm going to do now, you'll see there's no assets, there's not even a folder for the game here, there's no videos, and there's no launchers. Okay, so all these things are required for them to be included in the Coinops build, to be shown anyway. So let's just show you the build, and hopefully it'll work. Come up quickly, although I am using it via a USB external drive, so it's probably not the quickest, and it's only USB 2 because my PC is that old, guys. But it works. I'm not spending money on a PC when I don't need to, so I probably will be at some point. So this is the Retro PC collection, and I've put quite a few games in already, but I'm going to, as well as the guys in the dev team, have been adding them as well, and we've been able to sort them out. So you can see there, the games there begin with S. I thought Split Second, and I like that game. Steel Assault, Strider, and then X out. So you can see then it goes to A. So you can see there's no Windjammers 2 in there. So I'm going to come out, and let's just crack on. It's dead easy. You don't really have to do much. But I am going to take a copy of the game name from the shortcut and click Control-C just to copy it, so I know I'm definitely making sure it's the same name. So I click on my Retro PC add-on maker. It might be called Retro PC Steam add-on maker because different types of PC game, it won't work with this. It's just for Steam games, to be honest, at this stage anyway. So I'm going to put the name in, and what you'll see is it's now added the folder there. I've just put it in there, but there's no shortcut to the game. So I'll leave it open, and you could just drag and drop it in. But I'm going to make sure I choose the right one anyway, and I'm just going to go to my desktop, and it's there, Windjammers 2. I click it, open, and it will automatically put a copy of it in it for me. And because I have no media assets, no videos, no logos, marquees, anything, I'm now going to open two websites, which are already open, but I'll show you that it works. So I'm going to take that out. Oh, I might have left that on, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to open them up. Hopefully it'll start. Yeah, it's starting my default browser. And it'll open these two websites up. SteamDB, which has loads of assets for the Steam games. Videos particularly are probably the best things for there. And Launchbox Games Database, which doesn't have videos, it just has static media like logos, fan art, covers, box art, things like that. But we don't need much of that. We just need a logo and maybe a marquee from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, and it does an auto search for you with the name that you've put at the start in, and it's the same, and then because it uses the Steam URL link, it takes you directly to that particular game's assets. And the videos for the games, by the way, are further down, and I'll show you them in a moment. But let's just get a look. I'm going to use I'm going to use Launchbox Games Database for the logo. So this is a PC version, so I'm going to click on the PC version, click on Media, and you can see you've got a range of media there, some of which is useful, a lot of it probably not. So for the I'm going to need a marquee, so I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to right-click on it when it's opened, and I'm going to click Save Image As. And I need to go to the Collections folder of Arise, and then I click on Retro PC. You do not go to the folder for the game, because all that is going to contain is if I click all files, you'll see it just has that shortcut. That's all it needs in that particular folder. You don't need to put it there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the medium_artwork folder. And it's in there that we need to now put this as a marquee in the marquee folder. And you must then also name it the same as the game shortcut. So there you go. That's that done. So the marquee is added. But you don't need to worry about the sizes. It'll become clear in a minute because it will resize them all for you. So I'm now going to click on this logo because I need a logo. Save that as. So I open it up and then I right click on it and then click save as. I have to go back a folder and go to logo. Again, I have to name it the same. Windjammers 2, click save. That's now done. Now, I don't need anything more on there. There's nothing else I want from there, but I do need some videos. So the trailer max videos, the movie max videos tend to be the longest, and I'm going to have that in the video folder. So and as it's a direct link to it, I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to go save link as. And it will automatically come as an MP4, which is ideal. So I'm now going to go to video, because this is the longer video, and again, I just want to name it the same as the game. And that's going to download it for me while I'm putting it in that folder, which is all I need. And then the micro trailer tends to be quite short, so I'm going to put that in the other folder, which is video full. So I'll go save link as, micro trailer here, MP4, and I'm going to go back and folder, video full. It's just if you look at the length of these videos, if I hover over one, they're only 6 seconds, they're only short, so you don't need a long one there. I'm going to rename it to the same as the game, and there it is. I'm going to let that download there. So I've got all the media I need. I don't need any controls. That would be nice. I've got to work around that. I've got to work with that. I've not really had a chance to play around with the controls to show them on screen when you click a particular button. But anyway, it tells you what you need, and it does actually say don't worry about the controls. Okay, so it's going to automatically resize your media if you click yes. So I'm going to click OK, and if I just minimize that, so it says, would you like to open the media assets folder for the game that you're adding? Now I've got all mine open. I don't need to do that. But if you weren't me and you were using this at the moment, you click yes, and it would bring open the medium_artwork, and that's where all the assets that we've just been copying or downloading into are. So if I go into logo, we should find Windjammers logo down there. There it is. But unfortunately, it's not quite right. So I'm going to close that, and I'm now, would you like to trim and resize Windjammers logo? Now, the logo is there. Now, if you look at these logos, 600 by 223, 600 by 223, I think that's a different size, looks different to me. Yeah, 480 by 270. I mean, Coinops will keep their aspect ratio anyway in the user interface, but I'm going to resize it. Now, if you look at this logo size, it's pretty big. It's 2029 pixels wide. It's too big for a logo, at least. So it's going to tell you it's going to redo it to 400 by 175, and I'm going to go yes. Now, watch what happens here. You'll see it change when it's done. Yeah, it just changed ever so slightly. It's then telling you that it's done it, and it'll go off. I'm just going to have a look at it now. So I'm clicking back on it. Yeah, 400 by 175. So it's resized it for me and kept the aspect ratio the same. Now I need to do the same for the marquee. You can see just even from that the marquee is not the right size as these. And there's no video version of it either, which we need to create. So I'll click on yes because I want to resize the marquee. It tells me it's done it. And if I click on it, I think if I hover over it, it should tell me. I click on that again just to make sure. Yeah, 1920 by 585. That's the exact size I want. So it's done it for me. And I don't have a video marquee because that's the last one in that folder there. So I need to create a static one first, which I am going to do. So it's going to go and create that for me as an MP4 file. So it's no animation in it. It's just static, but it is an MP4 file, and it'll come up and tell me when it's done. And yours will be a lot faster than mine because mine's a very old PC. So it's done it for me. If I just scroll down, you can see it's there. If I just double click and show you that it's on, there you go. It's made a marquee video, and you can see the timer going across. It's 30 seconds. And now it's going to say, do you want to turn it into an animated one? I'm not going to, well, I could say yes, but it will take a while. So, well, no, it won't take a while. It'll just overwrite it. So if you don't want an animated one, click no. And I don't want an animated one. I'm just going to keep it static for this example. But if you click yes, it would animate it, and all it would be a simple up, down, bounce. But it's not perfect because it shows some black bars at the top and bottom when it goes in between. So I need to work on that. So I'm just going to click no anyway. And then it says, do you want to optimize these videos that you've downloaded? Now, on SteamDB, it's likely that the longer videos, the Movie Max, are optimized for the web, so you're probably not going to get any. In fact, I'm fairly certain you won't get any saving on that in terms of file size, because that's 70.8 meg for the duration that it is. It's 1 minute 41, whereas these are quite short. Now, I know it's not necessarily 6 seconds; it's actually 7 seconds, but it's only 2.46 meg. I'm not too concerned by that, to be honest. But I can put re-encode your existing MP4s, and I'm not going to do that, but it will do, and it will pop up later with a message saying how much it's saved for you. So, and I can't pause the recording and then carry on using the software I'm using. I'm not using OBS; it doesn't seem to record well with my PC. I'm using AMD's own graphics card software. So on this occasion I will click no, but you might want to click yes, and that's okay. So I'm going to click no. And it just tells me it's been added, because I'm going to use the videos as they are, just to save some time on the video. I've not had to do anything except add a game name a few times. So now I'm going to go back to, and you can see I've added all the radio. You can see Windjammers has got the launch files it needs in the right place. You've got it in the video full. I've got that short video in the video folder. I've got the main longer one. I've got a logo. I've got the shortcut, the URL file to the Steam game in its own folder, in the Retro PC folder. Everything I need is there. I can have a look now. Not have to do anything apart from just add the game names to the media. And I'm pretty certain that this game will show up in Coinops Arise for Forgotten Worlds Arise now. So I just go up to Retro PC. I'll go backwards because it's on A. And there you go. It's there. Absolutely mint. I've not had to do much. I've used assets that's already there. I don't mind the promotional videos for the games. I don't mind. I'd rather have gameplay though, like the other games. So if you look at the X Outreach service, it's mainly gameplay. But this does at least show some gameplay, so that's something. You can at least see the game being played. And then that's more of an attract mode. Some games don't have an attract mode, but some do. So yeah, I mean, in a short term, just to get the game in to show, that's a great way. Now, because Steam's running in the background, I can play this now. I can press my return key, because I've not got a joypad connected, and you can see now it's going to load up. And because it's loading up via Coinops, not just through Steam, what will happen is it's now connected to Coinops in a way that if I want to quit the game, I can press I can select the back and start on my joypad, and it will go back to Coinops, or press escape and go back to Coinops. Or probably best still, because it's a PC game, it might do some autosave settings for the game, because you probably want to best quit within the game itself. But let's just say, for example, I press escape. I press escape now, it'll go back to Coinops, even though I didn't click escape or exit then. I just left it on that option. So there we go. That's it. Did I have to do much? Not really. It gave me the options to get the media I wanted from those two websites. And as long as you check their quality and you're happy with that, then you can have your own Steam collection games, legitimate Steam games from your own collection quite easily. So I'm going to add a few more. So there we go. Thought you might like to see that, guys. Oh, and actually, let me come out of Coinops because I want to see that the logo shows on a different theme. So I'm just going to a different theme. Let's just do wheel, because I know that one definitely uses the logo. So I've changed the theme to wheel. We won't see the marquee now, but that's fine. And then I'm going to use start Coinops, I should say. The initial video might not be that great, but we'll see, because I don't think it's 1080p video, that one. I think it was a lower resolution from getting Steam Movie. But anyway, we'll have a look. So if I go to, oh no, I went the wrong way. Retro PC is here, and these are some of the games I've added to my collection. Oh, Bob, I should have gone up then because it'd be quicker. But you can see it looks really nice. Right. Some of these I could probably do recording some of the videos. Oh, that's awesome. Love that. Right, here's Windjammers. So you can see it's a little bit cloudy, that initial video, then it changes to the main video. There you go, the full screen, and that's definitely a full HD video. Alright guys, there we go. So it's using the logo. If I just scroll along, go back, you can see it's using the Windjammers 2 logo that I created right there. Alright, cheers guys, bye bye.